And the blue one, and the yellow one, and the Hello and welcome to the You Can Call Me Karen podcast. We are back today with another bonus episode for our viewers while we take a little bit of a break and we recalibrate. We just wanted to make sure that we checked in with our audience. So our way of checking in is doing a little bit of a bonus episode. And today we're going to be revisiting one of our series that we did during season 1, which was on friendship. So we talked a lot about new friendships, old friendships, and friendship breakups. But as we were developing some of the content for our podcast, one relationship that we thought might be of interest that we didn't get to touch upon was Platonic friendships. So today that is what we are going to hopefully spend a little bit of time on. I'm here joined with my co-host, Stephanie J. Hello, Stephanie.
Hello.
And Karen Horwitz. Hi, Karen.
Hello.
And welcome. I'm excited to jump back into this. I know we went back and forth on the friendship series and what the breadth of that those episodes were going to be. And in my research for the friendship series, I came across the NPR podcast, Pop Culture Happy Hour. And they posed a question that I hope to discuss with you guys today and see your thoughts on it. And this is the will they, won't they trope in cinema. So a couple of the examples that they gave were Jim and Pam, Janine and Gregory, and Abbott Elementary. And one interesting one that they said that I didn't really consider, but now as I watch, I see the undertones of that, is Carmy and Sydney from The Bear.
And I have felt that at times, for sure.
Yeah. And so I wonder how this will they, won't they, I guess I want to frame our conversation of like, how does this will they, won't they trope in media and in pop culture play into our securities around having platonic friendships in our lives? And do you have any friendships with people of the opposite sex? And, we're talking about heteronormative relationships right now, but this could be of anybody who has friendships of people where they are strictly platonic. Do you have any platonic relationships in your life? And how does that look? What does your partner think about that? So anyway, I just want to open up the floor for that discussion. Again, this bonus, so we are, we outside, I guess, as the kids say. We're just like kind of,
I don't know. Do the kids say? I have no idea.
Yes, honey.
Yes, honey. I
was hanging out with a 28-year-old over the summer, and she taught me everything I need to know about Brat Summer.
So cool.
Okay.
Still not clear on that one. Okay.
So what do you guys DM Karen with all this stuff? Okay, just flood her DM and keep her hip. Okay. So what do you guys think about
this? Slide into my DMs. Is that like 12 years old?
Platonically.
Yes, please.
Okay, so what do you guys think about this will they, won't they? First, let's start there. And this trope.
Well, I guess I feel like that is how all like TV shows and movies work for like since the beginning of time, is like this kind of sexual tension undertone between the in your, like the way that you described, like heteronormative male and female roles. But it doesn't even have to be that. But like, yeah, I don't think I can't think of a single TV show or movie where you had kind of two lead characters that at one point didn't have some kind of sexual tension. And it makes me wonder if I'm debating honestly right now is that just kind of humanity in a way, where like I've had so many male friends over the years I don't know. I don't know if I would have called myself a tomboy when I was young, but I was definitely I felt more comfortable like making friends with boys than with girls once we hit like kind of adolescent age. And I'm trying to recall, like, was there ever a guy friend? I'm certain there was actually that I didn't have that with. I know I came across that, but like, was that reciprocal? I don't know. Like, is that
Mhm.
just kind of life where there is a little bit of tension at all times? I
Mhm.
don't know. I have to imagine no, that you can have platonic relationships, but now you're making me question everything I know. So,
Well, I know I've always been more of a girl's girl. So like I didn't really grow up having a lot of like guy friends. I feel like when we made our like oh my gosh, our senior year, like the guys' house
mm-hmm.
was kind of like my first time having like a group of guy friends they were just our guy friends, though there was some dating and stuff happening like
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
um
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
so I guess that didn't even actually that really actually wasn't all that it was, you know what I mean? It's so weird. um and it's funny because one of my I don't know if I I want to say one of my coworkers, she is a guy's girl, kind of. She mostly has like guy friends. She has female friends in her life, and I would consider her a friend. So we're friends, but she seems closest with guys, and I feel like it's always biting her in the butt. And I feel like people are always talking about her and the relationship that she has, and um, with guys, and they're platonic. I mean, I believe that they are, but she does have a bit of a flirtatious nature, and and so people kind of assume like that will they, won't they, kind of a thing, and it's kind of crappy because she's married with kids,
Mm.
and so, that introduces danger, and it's disrespectful without clear evidence to like spread ideas that something inappropriate is going on. And
Yeah.
Yep.
but then I think about the classic "Will They, Won't They." The movie that addresses that question would be When Harry Met Sally, and of course that movie does end. Well, spoiler alert.
I genuinely never seen it, so.
Me either.
Oh, okay, how you guys? When
Oh, we
Harry
should
Met
have done our homework.
Sally, that
It's
movie.
fine.
That's
Spoil
that
it.
whole
Go
Yeah,
for it.
spoil it. I
movie.
mean, it can't be a spoiler alert 25 years later.
25.
Honey,
I think that was from like the
40.
80s.
It's from the
Yeah.
80s.
If we haven't seen it yet,
You
we're
guys
not
are
going to see it.
aging yourselves.
Listen, also, please watch that movie,
I
both of
will
you.
not.
It's you
No, I
probably
probably
won't.
won't.
It's so cute. The whole movie is basically can a man and a woman just be friends?
Hmm.
And
And
let me guess. No, they can't. They get together
but
in the
the
end.
thing is, they were friends. It's like it spans like like a decade or a couple decades, and they were friends for all along, and they each dated
Friends
other people,
forever.
and they were they and but it annoys me that they did end up together because
Yeah.
the whole point was that you should be able to be friends. So
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah. So
You
I
know,
want
actually, as you're saying this, sorry, and then I'll let you get to it, Manny. But as you're saying it, it made me think of Will and Grace and
to, yes.
how
I was thinking that right when we
you
started.
needed, yeah, like you needed the man to be gay in order to not
Yep.
actually
Yep.
have them end up together,
Yep.
which
Yeah.
is,
Yeah.
I don't know, interesting.
Okay.
Hmm.
So a
Shout out to Will
couple.
and Grace. Great show.
I love Will and Grace, although I think one of them is in a little bit of hot water right now. Okay.
Oh.
So English Teacher is a show that just came out on FX, I believe. And the lead teacher is a high school teacher, and he's gay. And I was thinking about this when Karen was talking about, like how it's we generally see it in heteronormative relationships on TV. But in this show, that he just got introduced to another, like, who seems to be going to be a main character, and right off the bat, it's like, are they going for each other or not? Even in that plot line, not even in that plot line, but like, it's just a common plot line that they bring in into cinema and into these shows. So I was thinking about that with Jim and Pam, thinking about me and Luke and our situation and how we got together. Like, the students always called us Jim and Pam. And I wanted to also talk back, like, that like tomboy versus girls. Like, I relate with Karen. I was more of a tomboy growing up, and I enjoyed, but so much has changed now, right? Like, I didn't realize this could just be like normal, but like, I just really enjoyed, like, playing sports and like being around boys and stuff. And so it took me a while to kind of get into my groove with my female friendships, and now they're like one of the most valuable relationships that I have. But Luke and I were watching this show Platonic with Seth Rogen. I think it came out in 2023.
Yeah, and Rose something.
Yeah.
I'm blanking on her name right now.
Rose Byrne, is it?
Yeah.
It's on Apple TV. Anyway.
I haven't watched it yet, but I've heard it's funny.
Yeah, it's pretty good. But I was just wondering, like, why can't a man and a woman be friends? Like, when Steffi, you were telling your story, and it was like, why is our default that like that something nefarious is happening? Why can't a man and a woman be friends? So I'm curious what you guys think about that. Or why can't people who, I'm just going to use my experience because that's all I have. So yeah, what are your thoughts?
I genuinely think they can. I just think that people can't mind their own business and have to like create narratives that don't actually exist. I have seen just recently, and I'm probably about 6 months behind on this trend, but on like Instagram or whatever, these reels of like, watch me try to kiss my best friend or something. Have you seen this?
No. Oh, and it's their brother?
No. Oh, gosh. And we took a hard left into incest. No, it's just their best friend. But like platonic friendship, where in many cases in these, it's a male and a female. And then like the girl kisses the boy, and the point is to kind of see the reaction of, when you're friends, what happens. So far, all I've seen is like the boy doesn't do anything and just like continues on as if that was a perfectly normal thing to do with your friend, which is awesome. Actually, I love that. But I can't remember what your question was now, Manny. I just think
it was, why can't a man and a woman just be friends? Like, why?
I just think they can. Yeah, I think they can.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, why does the
Our
outside
society not
and you
let
said
that?
Because people can't mind their business. Steph, what are you thinking?
I just had a thought. This is going to be very I don't know what the word is, but it's going to be very Pollyanna. But could it be because, like, when I think about like my friends, like you two, it's like when you're that connected, like, I genuinely love you both. And so do you think that like if you're friends and you truly care for each other and you're there for each other through thick and thin, there's like love there? And then could it be that then love could, like, without attraction, like, I'm not attracted to women, so like we're not gonna tryst, and like, I don't know, is that why like all those movies and stories, like, you end up really caring for each other and there's attraction added on top of it? Is that what it is? Or I don't know. Is that a dumb thought?
No, it's not. I mean, I'm tracking for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I was gonna take another hard left and say like, yeah, but isn't sexuality a spectrum?
Yeah, I was gonna say, there's people like that could also turn into them falling in love with their best friend, and being attracted to their best friend. Like, I've heard stories of that too, So why is it such a when I don't know, just to the point of like when a man and a woman are like hanging out because they work together and they um why when I do that with my friend Chrissy from my first job, like is that like socially acceptable, but when I
Yeah.
would to do it with
Mhm.
somebody else, people would think that, oh, there's more to that, and I think part
Yeah.
of that is like our own insecurities within our own relationships, of like
Mhm.
because I think what you were saying, Steph, about the situation that you were sharing is that like the woman, when you noticed when you said she was married and have kids, both of Karen and I's reaction were, oh, like an audible, like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, right. Like now we see why people are kind of judging her, critiquing her in that way.
And
Um,
notice that we're talking about her, the guy that
oh,
Yeah,
made this.
God dang.
I know.
Like, and I
Damn it,
started it. I'm sorry.
Because
I'm
it's always the
sorry.
woman.
It's
It's
always the
always the
woman.
woman.
I
It's
introduced it that
acceptable
way.
when a
It's my
man,
fault. And
yeah.
he's
Mm,
like, the guy
damn.
is also married with kids. And
Oh,
Mm.
okay. Well, you left that part out.
yes, I did. So shame on me. It's
No, but
because
I think that's the
it's
perfect
because
point.
she's the one who gets the heat. She's the one who gets talked about the
Mm,
most. And so, and he's no longer at our building now, but like they, uh, yeah, I mean, it, I think
It's
that
just not right.
it's not right. And I think it's like
but it's okay.
she, she,
I'm gonna make it anyway.
she gets pegged
Don't
in a
make me
lot
pay for that.
often. Like the person I'm thinking of is not the only person that people have like kind of done this to her. And it's crappy. It's not fair. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
it's not fair.
Yeah. I think in the Platonic show, they do a good job of making sure that the people in a relationship see the Seth Rogen. He's around for their relationship. I think that's kind of like in my understanding of why like this like why is this, oh, is something else happening, is like when it
Mm-hmm.
feels like kind of secretive. So like if they're not hanging out like outside of school and they're not embedded in each other's family, I think people jump to like certain conclusions. Because like I was thinking back again with like my relationship with my friend Chrissy, like she would come around my house, she would come around my people, like she
Yeah.
planned my baby shower with you, staff,
Mm-hmm.
like I think the difference might be in how visible that person is to the people in your life, and how you like incorporate them into like your lifestyle. If
Hmm.
like if it's just you guys hanging out and only you two, then yeah, that might seem like you guys are doing some, not necessarily being honest. But if that person is coming and hanging out and doing bowling
Doing bowling. We are doing bowling today.
bowling.
I hear you though. I do think there is something to that. If that relationship wasn't at work and in front of a lot of other people, right? So,
Mm-hmm.
like, we all have friendships with people at work that are just work friendships. I don't need to see
Mm-hmm.
you outside of work, but we get along
Mm-hmm.
great while we're there. And that's not a secret. We're not like being weird about it. We're just friends at work. Because I was thinking about when you opened it, like, can you have platonic relationships? And I'm like, well, where do I draw the line there? Because I have lots of
Mm-hmm.
male friends, but they're like part of my friend group. And when like Bob and I are out, like I could be off talking to our friend Nate and one on one, and like no
Mm-hmm.
one is around, but we're all friends, and there's nothing
Right.
nefarious, if that's the right word, about that.
Yeah.
Um, and so I was trying to think like, oh, I guess I don't really have any guy friends now that Bob
Yeah.
wouldn't also consider a friend.
Right.
And maybe that is a little bit of the difference of like if I had a friend where I was like, okay, Bob, I'm going out with this friend of mine, I'll see you when I'm home. Like
Yeah.
that would feel weird, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's a conversation about respect for like our
Yeah.
partner. Because I think that like if Luke went and did that, I would feel pretty disrespected.
Yeah.
You know,
Mm.
I don't know.
Yeah, for
I just think
sure.
I have too much respect for my partner that I wouldn't be like, yeah. And by the way, I'm gonna go hang out with this dude. Like, by myself. We're just friends.
Nothing to see here.
You know,
It
and
is
never bring
weird.
them around and never, you know,
Yeah.
embed them into our lives. It would just kind of, I think I would just feel, I don't know. And I feel like I might also feel that way. Like if he did that with he might feel that way if I did that with a girlfriend who I was like all of a sudden hanging out with and not incorporating into my life at a deeper level, but I was hanging out with them all the time and never
Yeah.
introducing them
One-on-one.
to our family, you know? I
Yeah.
don't know. I think that's like
Yeah,
a respect conversation.
I've kind of make sure to do that, like with my coworkers when, especially pre-Quinn, like when my coworkers would plan happy hours and stuff, I always would invite Steve to come too. And there would be a few of us who would have their spouses there, and there would be some who would never bring their spouses, you know? And like, I just always wanted to make sure, like, you know, I talk about these people all the time. Like, I want them, Steve, to meet
Right.
them and all that. And then when I do bring up a male coworker, I'm like, yeah, Steve, you met him. Like, you know who he is. Like, you know who I'm talking about. And then,
Mm-hmm.
you know, if there is ever a time when we go to happy hour right after school and he's not there, he knows what that is like, what that looks like, and who's
Right.
there, and all that kind of stuff. And so, yeah, I like that thought of, you know, the respect
And trust. It sounds like
and
he now has
trust.
trust. Like he
Yeah.
can trust what is happening because he's experienced it himself.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm going to kind of pivot in a little bit to a new kind of segment for us. But let's maybe take a break before we do that. What do you think?
Great.
Okay, sorry. I just wanted to gather my thoughts because that was a really in-depth conversation and I love where it was going. But because this is a bonus episode, I want to make sure we're keeping it short and quick. But I was thinking of doing something like a rapid fire with my co-host so that we could, you know, see a little bit more about these friendship conversations. I'm thinking about that article that I read on my episode of like the friend date. So I picture us on a friend date right now, and I'm gonna ask you like kind of like speed dating a little bit, some rapid fire questions. I don't want you to think too much about them. How about we'll alternate a little bit? I'm not going to answer the ones. If you guys want me to answer some questions, then you'll have to develop your own rapid fire. Okay, I'm not going to answer. But sometimes I'll have the same question, and sometimes I'll have a different question. So I'm going to keep you on your toes. Okay.
Oh my
All right. And we're just going
gosh.
to
I'm
go back
scared.
and forth and back and
I'm
forth. Good. You should be
scared.
shaking in your boots. If you pooped yourself,
I'm
that's great. We like that. Okay.
Well, poop.
So, and remember, it is rapid fire. I'm saying this for you, Steph, especially because
gosh,
I'm
I'm
looking at my
sweating.
first question. All right.
Oh, Jesus.
Ready?
Ready.
Your favorite MJ song of all time?
Human nature.
Man in the mirror.
I did not ask you yet.
Dang.
Oh, I thought we were going back and forth.
I know, but I said sometimes it's going to be the same question and sometimes it's going to be different.
I'm going to keep doing that.
Okay, fine. All right, fine. She already messed it up. It'll be the same question. Fine. Okay, so man in the mirror, human nature. Okay, starting with you, Karen, and I guess, Steph, you're going to be answering this question too. Favorite Celine Dion song of all time?
Oh, God. Fuck. It's definitely not the one from Titanic. It's All by Myself. All by myself.
It's a good one.
That's hard, but I'll just go with A New Day Has Come.
I love that song so much. And I love human nature. Okay. Steph, starting with you. Finish this sentence. It's 7 p.m. Friday.
And I'm asleep.
Here, finish the sentence. It's 7 p.m. Friday.
And I'm pouring a drink. Is this a song?
It is.
Yeah.
Oh.
but I'm pouring myself a drink. I thought it was a song and I panicked, and since Steph said
Yes,
she's
it
going
is
to
a
sleep,
song, and you
then
should panic because that's sad that you guys don't know it. Means that you
here we are.
need to hang around more alpha Gen Z people.
Oh, is it current? Oh, there's
Yeah.
no way in hell.
No
No,
way.
no. I don't even feel bad. I was like, if this was my era,
All right,
shame on me.
Steph, what does no cap mean?
No lies.
Good. Karen, what does Sigma mean?
Cool, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yes. Oh, thank God. I'm sweating right now.
All right. Karen, when Mariah Carey came out with her song Hero and you belted it in the shower or in your bedroom or wherever you could listen while on your Walkman, who was the hero you were envisioning? When she says, and then a hero comes, who were you?
Listen, for real, it was me.
Aww.
I love that.
Right. Get big on it. Get big on it.
I love that.
I do too. All right,
Thanks,
Steph.
guys. All right, I'm out.
That was great. Oh, treat yourself. Steph, when Mariah Carey came out with her song Hero and you belted it in the shower, in your bedroom, wherever you could listen while you were on your Walkman, who was the hero you were envisioning?
I don't know. I don't think I had a vision, but it would probably be, if I had to pick someone, my dance teacher.
Oh, educator.
Steph, describe yourself in one sentence.
Slow moving and passionate.
I'm slow moving and passionate. You is slow moving.
You started with the word slow, and I was like, I don't think you got the question right.
I'm slow moving.
You are. You are.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, bless your heart.
Deliberate.
Karen, describe yourself in one sentence.
Oh, fuck. This is so stressful. Well, that's it.
Yep, there we go.
We'll leave it at that.
That's perfect.
All right.
That is perfect.
Karen, what article, artifact, toy, whatever, did you want as a teen or kid that you never got and still want today?
I feel like I know the answer to this. I can't quite put my finger on it. What did I want as a teen?
Or a kid?
Oh, as a kid. I feel like it was some kind of video game system. I had Super Nintendo. Whatever came after. Oh, Wii. I wanted Wii so bad.
Gosh, Karen wanted a Wii. I love that.
I wanted it so bad, and I never got it. My life is so hard.
I feel like Wii's came out when we were in college.
Okay, well, yes.
Yeah,
but to
be fair, you did come out of the womb as a 35-year-old woman, so that makes sense.
Yes, my name is Karen.
Steph,
and I did really want Wii.
Bob, if you're listening.
In a future episode, remind me to tell you the story about how we got engaged and what I thought was happening.
Oh, yeah,
that's a teaser. You're going to have to keep listening.
Yeah, maybe in our engagement episodes. Okay, Steph, what article? We don't have an engagement. Okay. Steph, what artifact did you want as a teen or kid that you never got and still want today?
I wanted a Power Wheel.
Those strings were so tight. I wanted one of those too.
Yeah.
Oh, God, you were the shit if you had a Power Wheel.
For sure.
Okay. Took me back.
Yeah, that did take me back. And I love how you incorporated it in the commercial. All right. Okay, you are meeting a friend. They're having people over. Okay, they're having a gathering. Everybody is coming and has to bring a dish. This is your first time meeting this family or this friend. What are you bringing?
Steve and I make a mean barbacoa.
Ooh, wow! You're really.
Why haven't you made
You're
that
going
for
for the
me?
main. You're going for the main.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Steph and
We
Steve.
brought it as a side. Just
What?
we brought it as a side with little like taco thingies.
Love that.
Oh, yummy! Does it come with a dip or a topping?
No, man. It's just it's seasoned. You put it. You
Mm.
bring like lettuce and some cheese.
I trust a Jamaican woman to season some meat.
Yeah,
Trying to
no.
tell
I'm
y'all.
just wondering if there's some hot sauce or some green sauce on it. Chill. Okay, Karen. What are you bringing?
My first thought was truffle mac and cheese.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking bomb.
You guys
But I
really want to
also
impress these
got-
friends.
I really want to impress them, yeah. But I also got a recipe from a friend for French onion dip, or it's like onion dip. Oh, you guys, it is divine. So, next time we're together, we're going to have barbacoa, mac and cheese, and onion dip.
And
Be
then
great.
not breathe on each other.
Yes, that sounds very spicy. Okay, I have 2 more questions. Karen, what's one item in your purse you can't live without?
Vaseline.
Oh, Steph, what's one item in your purse you can't live without?
Now it's my glasses.
I need to see what they said.
2020 over here. And fading fast.
All right. And our last question, Steph, a friend is someone who
Loves me for me.
Karen, a friend is someone who
makes me laugh. I was gonna say so many inappropriate things, but
it was supposed to be the first thing on your mind. I wish I would have heard the inappropriate, but I would makes you laugh.
I'm going with makes me laugh.
Yay! Well, thank you guys for participating in Rapid Fire, and thank you all for listening. We'll be back soon.
Pew pew pew.
And just a reminder, if you like what you heard, please like and subscribe to the You Can Call Me Karen podcast. We appreciate all your support as we continue on this podcast journey. Bye.
Bye.